Yeah, see that? I couldn't see it today. I was busy today. But he looked pretty cool there yesterday. I saw him yesterday. Looked open the hood. Just doing the cardio. I watched a documentary the other day about Singapore, how it was actually developed, how it was part of Malaysia, and then basically Malaysia kicked them out. I don't know what for. And then there was a lawyer, and he was the guy that became the leader of Singapore, but Singapore was basically an island. But he invited corporations and businesses to invest in the infrastructure. Maybe Chinese, that's why there's a lot of Chinese. And that's why you see what it is today. Apparently you can set up a bank account there. You don't have to be a local. Like a Swiss account. How Swiss, you can set up a Swiss account, same thing. Although I need to research into it more, I think it'll be interesting to see, you know. What's that, guys? Whew. Just doing some cardio. Popping the cardio vibes. I had so we went to do the train ride the other day, right? But there was a problem. The problem was I think the bunker was not cleaned or something. I know I had food poisoning. So I was in bed for a couple of days. Kind of sucks. But I managed to take some meds. They got specific meds. Right. So Singapore actually superseded Malaysia in GDP. I think 75 something compared to Malaysia's 12. So they really did well, you know. Two more minutes. Well, Singapore's expensive, bro. I'd say Singapore's on par with probably with Japan in terms of costs. New Zealand's more expensive. More, what's the word? You're paying more for living. Welcome stream. Yeah, I had 2 days of food poisoning. I think that bunka fish noodle soup gave me a sore stomach. So I was in bed for a couple of days, unfortunately. One more minute, let's pump it. Pump it, pump it, pump it. We're going to be in China for a couple of weeks too. Coming up this weekend. So got to get prepared for it. Yeah, we're doing Changsha this weekend. This week. Well, next week. Leaving on Saturday but arriving Sunday afternoon. Could be streaming Sunday evening. Yeah. Oh, you're right. Burn it all. Oh. So I'm taking it easy on eating. I will eat something. I mean, I could eat a banh mi tonight. Maybe I will just go get a banh mi or two. That was a workout, chat. Holy moly, look at my sweat. You see my sweat? I've lost 3.5 kgs since I've been back from China. 3.5 kgs. My goal is fucking lose another 2 kgs before New Zealand. That'll be cool. Long cheap flight. No. We're doing a stopover in Guangzhou because I want to get some. Hey, bro, because I want to get some electronics. Oops. We're in Changsha for a week then Zhangjiajie. But before we get to Changsha, hang on, chat. Oh. How you doing? Good guys. It's my gym, man. So before we get to Changsha, we're in Guangzhou for about 7 hours, so I'm gonna go out and get some tech. I need to get some tech, and then we head to Changsha after that. I need to get some tech. Why the hell isn't my chat showing up? And why are we only on 1% Wi-Fi? Fucking hell. Something's up with this app. We just need some protein. Yeah. We'll go get some banh mi, I think, after this. How you doing, Top Dog? Good to see you, bro. Yeah, cheers, man. We need to burn all the milk tea. Yep. Kinda did it. My shirt's getting a bit loose now. You know what I mean? What the fuck? Something's up with this chat. Give me 1 sec. Alright guys, we're going to leave it at that. It's been an awesome ride up here to Bavi Mountain and just interacting with nature again and checking out the nature vibes and the temple and just the scenery here. Beautiful. No rain today, which is really good. The sun's popped out, which is even better. But now it's time to head back to Hanoi. Anyway guys, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. See you guys on the next video. Experience the journey, inspire others, live life, guys. There we go. 1, 2, 3. 3 wild pigs right there, guys. Look at that. What's your excuse? Afternoon guys, we're in the heart of Hong Kong, here on Hong Kong Island. Just heading to go and get something to eat, need some energy, and then have a little look around the streets of Hong Kong Island. Maybe even check out some of the views from the back mountains, Victoria Peak maybe, get a good sunset in. But weather is a little bit cooler than Vietnam, and a bit more expensive than Vietnam, that's for sure. Anyway guys, check out all these markets along here guys, pretty cheap compared to some of the other places in the Hong Kong CBD. You can pick up a bag of tomatoes here for $1 New Zealand. Organic treadmill around Hong Kong. You can head up to a little lookout. Check this out, big tree in the middle of this walkway. Good on them for looking after the trees. Got to build around, let nature live. More stairs guys, this is like a hux. Done about 500 stairs so far. Seen some monkeys, and I think there's some snakes around, so I've been told. Now that's what I'm talking about, upper body warm up right there guys. Alright guys, we've done 10 Ks already. Let's go and check this hill out. Oh, so the app is giving me a couple of issues. One is the chat is not being displayed. How you doing there, Top Dog? Yeah, how's Great Britain, bro? How's London, dude? This is so weird, man. Why isn't the chat appearing? Wet and cold, oh yeah. It's heading into spring here. That's why the spring Hey Jada. Good. Yeah, good bro. I just getting over food poisoning, eh? The other day I went to the Bunka fish noodle soup place, and I think the food might have been contaminated. When I got home, my tummy started tightening, you know, really tightening, and I had the abdominal pains. Yeah, had the abdominal pain, so I had to get some of these little pills from the pharmacy here. They're really good. It went away the next day. It's kind of just subsiding now. And I bought some other probiotics to create some new gut biome, you know. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I'm not sure why the chat's not displaying. Far out. That is so weird, bro. Send messages. Oh yeah, how was it? Okay, that's good. Yeah. So just trying to recover at the moment. I was in bed, man, for a little while there. I was like, ah. But all good in the hood now, man. All good in the hood. Where the hell is my chat? Why isn't my chat showing up? Yeah. You're a drama duck. I think it happens a lot, bro, in Asia. I mean, it's happened to me before. It's been a while since it's actually happened, but it has happened. Why is my Wi-Fi only... Man, some issues, eh? Really streaming issues. No, all is well though, chat. All is well. Just preparing to head out and to check out China this weekend. So our last few days in Vietnam. And I feel worried why this router, maybe this is pretty bad connection in here. It could be the connection in here is really bad, why the router's not really doing its thing. I'm a bit worried the fucking chat hasn't been displayed. Why the fucking hell is the chat not being displayed, bro? Do your job. Just did a little bit of automotive work, but doing more tomorrow. Oh, cool. Oh, nice. You're leaving for China on Friday. Saturday. We're going on Saturday. Saturday, bro. What's today? Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Tomorrow. Probably finish packing a bit tomorrow. Friday, clean up. And then Saturday, we're off. Probably be away a couple of months. I'm thinking we'll come back in April after the Songkran Water Festival. Yeah, we're going to be heading to Bangkok for the Songkran. This is my gym chat. My gym here, man. So with this gym here, I pay about $60 US. Hang on, let me get you the exact figure. You guys probably won't believe the cost. So it is one for me, 1,500,000 Vietnam dong, which equates to 57. 57. No, that's not right. Yeah, 57 US dollars for 14 months, just over a year, 14 months, which is about 96 New Zealand dollars. It's 57 US dollars, so if you calculate that over, say, how many weeks is that? 52, 53, 54, so 54 weeks. Was it 54 weeks? No, 2 months. 58 weeks. 57 divided by 58 weeks. What's that? Nah, that can't be right. But yeah, so it's 57 US. Oh, that's how much it is, bro. Yeah. That's how much it is here. That was the deal they did. I've been here for like 2 going on 3 years? No, 2 years. It's cheaper. It's so cheap. You can access all the treadmills, all the machines, the weight room. They've got a MMA ring. They've got boxing bags, and they've got like a makeup area, toilets, showers. I will, but I've got to be careful because the last time I did a tour, the purple team AI picked up that I was filming in the toilet, which I never filmed in the toilet, and then I got banned for 30 days. So I need to be careful filming here. You know what I mean? Nah, I can't, bro. Nah, because the AI that the purple team uses, false positives, bro. Last time I did it, yeah, they go, oh, you filmed inside a toilet. Not only that, you filmed that TwitchCon in a room you weren't supposed to be in. And I said, I replied, I appealed. I said, nah, I wasn't even in your at your TwitchCon event. I wouldn't even go to your state TwitchCon events. And I wasn't even streaming in the toilet. What I think happened, there might have been the mirror behind which showed the reflection, so that's why you got to be careful, man. You know what I mean? Happy learning. Yeah, I mean, green team's fine. Green team is cool. Then, yeah, no, green team is fine. Purple team, bullshit. Purple team, because you're using false positives, bro. It's like fucking blue team. I got one of my Facebook pages banned as well. False positive. Total bullshit. Blue team, that was by blue team. Facebook. Alrighty, time for bed. Alright, see you later. Sleep well. Don't have too many wet dreams. Don't wet the bed. Don't wet the bed. The sky. It's because they're using AI moderation, and it's the same with Purple Team. Purple Team are using AI moderation. So what's actually happening is the AI producing false positives, and when it produces false positives, it's not right. It's bullshit. It's incorrect. You know what I mean? Total BS, bro. You know? Total BS. Fuck, I don't know why your guys' chat's not coming up, man. What the fuck is going on? See that sparkle? My sparkle in my eye. Something, the reason why I can't see the chat on the screen. Maybe because I played around with the settings the other day and stuffed it up. Overlays. What? But you can still see female dancing. Right. You can, on Purple Team, you can still have girls who show half a cleavage, right? You can still have girls who have half a cleavage, 4,000 viewers, and that's fine. That's okay. It's okay to show half a cleavage, no problem. Or showing some NPs sticking out, bro. It's bullshit, bro. Do you think the breakdown and transition to new currency is coming this year? Yeah, I do think so. It's happening now. I mean, look at what happened if you haven't seen the last 5 days, gold took a dive, silver took a little dive as well. It's going back up now, but I've seen streamers. I was watching Kith the other day, and she was going, oh my gold. I think the markets have been fucking manipulated. Bro, it's fucking Purple Team, Green Team all day, bro, Green Team all day, Purple Team, bullshit, bro. Too many false positives. Thanks for the follow there, Shogun. What was I saying? Yeah, no, I do think this year something's gonna happen with the economy, dude. They're manipulating the markets. They're even manipulating crypto. Actually, let me just check the crypto quickly before we move on out. Because crypto XRP's gone right down, man. Fuck, can't believe how. If you want to buy crypto, chat, now's the best time. This is what I think's happening, chat, and we're gonna deep dive here. Okay, this is what I think's happening. You guys have been listening to me over the past months, right, about the coming changes. My what do you call it? Speculations. We can just call it speculations, or we can just call it entertainment speculations. Let's call it that. You've been hearing my entertainment speculations, and what I mentioned before is that, how should we call them? I won't say elite, I'll say delete. Okay, so the deletes are, as I said, they're using what is termed AGI, a very, very advanced, super advanced artificial general intelligence to create all their decisions and to steer the narratives. So the deletes are using a very advanced AGI. I won't go into depth how I know. If you really want to know, you can message me or go on Discord, where I posted a lot of the information. And basically
what you'll see now globally happening with all the multi events happening with the downs, the slipping of crypto, the slipping of gold and silver, with Trump going into all these different countries, with the transition to bio-digital convergence. It's all to do with the Delete's plan. The Delete's plan is basically to create a one world currency using a artificial intelligence AGI to monitor and control all facets of society, interlink not only through devices, Internet of Things, but also through connecting people, Internet of Bodies. So for those that took, for instance, the JAB or the Scorpion Sting, I call it, you know what I mean, entertainment purposes, which were laced with smart dust or self-replicating nanotechnology, that when linked to Starlink Cloud, which I believe is not fully activated yet, but is in phases of testing, because the circles I ally with, we monitor what's going on, and we can see even through various levels of activities in countries how the activation or testing processes coincide with the behaviors of different groups of people, and also with what's happening with the activation and testing of 6G. So basically what's happening is that everything's going to be converged into a one world digital currency, not only a digital currency, but a digital ID, not only a digital ID, but a digital social credit system, which is integrated into the AGI, and the headquarters is going to be Israel. That's the goal. That's the ultimate goal. Bio-digital convergence. This is why you're seeing everything you're seeing now, and there could be two ways to actually accomplish it. Before I answer your questions on chat, I just need to get it out. There could be two ways to accomplish this agenda or narrative. The first way is they go all out. The let's just fucking do lockdowns. Let's bring in the military. Let's lock down everybody. Let's arrest those who get in our way. Let's go full on Orwellian. You know what I mean? The second way is and this is the smartest way, and this is the way I think they have used the AGI, is to create what they call a false defeat and a false awakening. Now the false defeat coincides with things like the release of the Epstein documents, right? And what's going on there. The world are looking at it and go, what the fuck? This is what they were doing. This is what the Deletes were doing. Look, we've uncovered it. But you've been given the information to put you into a mind state where you think you've won, where you think that you have the advantage. And this serves two purposes. One purpose is to allow people to get access to the information. Not only will they awaken, but the other thing is to bring out those who are the strong, what do you call it? The strong, let's say, what was his name from Terminator? John Connor. They're looking for the John Connors. And this is going to bring out the John Connors. I don't think I'm a John Connor. Well, if I am, fuck you, Deletes. And this is what I think they're doing. And they're creating a false awakening to get people to believe that there's an awakening happening. Everyone, we're all awakened. We're all look, we've beaten them. We know what's going on. This is part of the false awakening. We've defeated them. We defeated the deletes, and part of the false defeat. It's a psychological operation or a psyop. And this way is a more subtle way, but it's to weed out the weak. It's to identify the strong. And there's a purpose behind it. I won't go more deep into it, but this is pretty much is the agenda. And I know you guys are, what the fuck are you going on about? How the fuck do you know all that? Just take it as it is. Do your own research. That's all I say. Entertainment purposes only. You can say it. I won't talk about it anymore. We might get fucking banned off the streams, but that's it in a nutshell. Oh, one more thing. The code name for the digital system that has the digital ID, the digital currency, and the social credit score, social credit system, because it's all tied in together. So the system is codenamed Obsidian. They don't want you talking about it, but that's what it's called, Obsidian. And it's a tiered system. So inside the social credit system, there are tiers. The first tier is common. Okay, that's where most people are going to be in. Now, if you're going to be talking against the system or protesting, you're going to be put into the restricted tier, right? The restricted tier. Now, if you align with other people and you don't do as you're told, you're going to be put into the quarantined tier. Now, those three tiers will have attached to it things like social media credit scores, so you can only go on social media for a certain time, health scores, what else is there? Carbon credit scores, how much traveling you can do, how far away from your apartment you can go. And so all of these will be tied into your social credit system. Now there's a hidden tier, and the hidden tier, well, it's not hidden anymore because I'm telling it, it's called sovereignty, and these are where all the deletes are going to be, and all the celebrities who have sold their soul, all the billionaires are going to be in this sovereign tier part of the Obsidian system. And basically they can have free reign to create as much money as they want. Not only that, they're exempt from a carbon credit score. They're exempt from a mandatory jab. They are exempt from a social media score. They're exempt from a carbon credit score. That's a sovereign. And if you are, and there's something else too. I won't go into that because that might be too TOS. So that's the tiered system, the social credit score. Oh, and if you're in the common, so what's actually happening is because automation is accelerating, and it's going to be replacing people's jobs. Well, it is, and by 2027, a lot of jobs will be taken over by machines. I mean, look at what's it called, Molt something, the new social media platform that the AI have created by themselves. They created it in a day, and it's like their own social media platform, AI agents. Anyway, 2027 is basically, that's when the actual, what they call the singularity into 2030 is going to happen. The actual merging of artificial intelligence into humanity. But that's what it's called, chat. Obsidian. Look it up. It's a tiered system. I've put in the Discord information in the Truth Matrix channel. You can check it all out in there if you want. It's all in there. Anyway, let me answer your questions, and so you guys would. Look at that, chat. Quickly, XRP. Let me show you guys XRP. XRP is $2.60 New Zealand. $2.60 New Zealand for XRP right now. It's the cheapest. At one stage it was up $5 for one XRP. Now it's $2.60 for one XRP. It's gone down. So it's the best time to get it is now. But I don't know if it's going to go up any higher, man. Because I think, so this is the part that I'm getting back to with the crypto and everything, is that XRP is owned by Ripple. Who controls Ripple? BlackRock. Who controls BlackRock? Larry Finch. Who's Larry Finch part of? Well, he's the World Economic Forum chairman. And I think they're manipulating the crypto because what they're doing is they're transferring all their funds from their current fiat accounts into the new digital currency, which is called USDR, which is part of that Obsidian system. So you've got USDR here, and you've got all their accounts here, and they're transferring it all their funds are getting transferred over. And get this, and on the list of gatekeepers of the deletes is Jeffrey Epstein, so his accounts are active. What does that tell you about Jeffrey Epstein? If his accounts are active and he's transferring fiat currency into the new USDR, what does that tell you? So what I think they're doing is they're manipulating the markets by transferring all the funds from all the fiat currencies, all the businesses. They're stealing all the money. I don't think you should invest in gold or silver. I don't think you should even invest in crypto. If I was you, I'd probably wait for it to go back up. If it goes up, and if it meets what you initially put in, take all your money out and put it into other assets, maybe land for gardens, solar panels or something like that, something more self-sustainable. I believe they're manipulating the markets and transferring all the fiat currency into the new USDR digital currency, and not many people know about this USDR. You guys are probably the first. Okay, so I'm telling you guys, if you don't understand, well, I can explain later on Discord. So I believe that's what's happening to the economy. I believe that's what's happening. That they're stealing everyone's money and they're siphoning it, transferring it into USDR. That's why you're seeing gold go down, silver go down. It's a manipulation of the markets. Anyway, I'm just gonna shut up now. So this is just entertainment purposes, chat. Entertainment purposes. At this point, it feels like almost everything is manipulated. It makes you want to disconnect completely. Exactly, it does. Look at Trump putting prices up to countries going against him, getting greener. He's doing it, as I said. Even he's doing it. He created even his own. He created even his own crypto, right? Why did he create his own crypto? Because he's stealing the money and he's transferring it into USDR, part of the Obsidian system. I'll put a link in the Discord. If you go to the Discord and you go to Truth Matrix, look for the link that says We Are Sovereign. You'll see all the gatekeepers on there, including Jeffrey Epstein, all the accounts, proof, screenshots of their accounts in USDR, and it shows the inflows. So his inflows are active now from his accounts, which means that, well, it's obvious. If his fucking inflows are going from his accounts into USDR, he must be alive. Just reached. The deletes influence need to be diminishing in the next cycle, so we have more sovereign experience. Yeah, USDR, bro, that's what it is. I won't say much more about the curveball or about how the divine sparks are going to. I think the war's already won. It's just playing out now. I think things are just playing out now. But what they are doing is that they are using AGI and some very ancient technology called the looking glass to predict timelines. What timelines are going to happen? What's going to happen on the different timelines? So you can look into the looking glass technology. You can look into all the stuff Bob Lazar talks about, and what's his name? Dan Barish talks about the looking glass. all the stuff that they went into Iraq to go and steal when George Bush and them were around. It's all the same. It's all their technology. I need to listen properly. I was distracted. This guy, bro. All I will say is go to the Discord and look on the Discord, and I think the third post up you'll see the links to We Are Sovereign. That's the web page with all the information that will inform you on what's really going on. I'd rather you do your own guys' due diligence and research. Don't believe me. I'm just presenting for entertainment purposes only, if you know what I mean. But once you start, I think once you start getting one piece and collecting more pieces, you start seeing the picture form. That is what I call becoming conscious. That is what I call awakening, which is totally different to wokeism. Wokeism is within the construct of the deletes, okay? Just remember that. Wokeism is in the construct of the deletes. Awakening is outside that construct. Awakening is in a state of infinite. Do you know what I mean? Everyone has the capability to awaken or to become conscious. It's just a choice. And it's just the choice between love and fear. Whether you are in fear, meaning whether you, I better not talk about that, or it might hurt my family, or I might lose my job, or I might, something might happen to me. Fear. Fear prevents us from moving forward, or to level up our consciousness, you know. Or, I don't believe that, that's not true, that wouldn't happen. They'll never do that. No. You'd never do that. They will do that. Do you know what I mean? That's what I mean. They will do that. You may not do that. They will do that. I'll look into it. Yeah. So the Discord's there. But hey, entertainment purposes only, chat. If you know what I mean. I know nothing. I am innocent. This guy. But just so you know, and things are going to get weird. Things are going to get so weird. You guys are going to be going, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? You guys are going to go, what the fuck is going on? What do you mean there's aliens? What do you mean there's fucking reptilians in our politicians? What do you mean there's a fucking... Things are gonna get weird. Okay, I'm just giving you a heads up. Things are gonna get weird. You will see, then you will remember this talk and go, fuck, he did tell us that. I can tell you more, but I don't think you guys are ready or at this stage yet. In time you will know. For now, we have to be in NEO mode. NEO, non-emotional observer. Non-emotional observer, what does that mean? Non-emotional observer means observing what's going on, but not giving it your energy. Example, if you see negative news, right? If you see negative news, you go, oh, those fucking bastards, those fucking... It makes you angry, right? You've given that energy. We call that energy loosh. That angry energy is your emotional energy. You've given that emotional energy to that negative thing that you saw, right? Because you gave that energy, it's a feed for that negative news. That's why the media portrays negative news. They grab that energy. You know what I mean? It's like a feed. News feed. That's why they call it news feed. They grab the energy, and so you give that energy. So just observe it, but don't give it your energy. You know what I mean? Become a non-emotional observer. What does non-emotional observer mean? In NEO, Neo. Become like Neo. Just observe the matrix. You know what I mean? That's where you need to be. I'm on the same page as you, but you probably have more tentacles out picking up possible, probable upcoming events. Yeah, there's a few events coming, which is why I got to go back to New Zealand. And I can't say more than that because all I can say, chat, is that if you did take the JAB, then you need to be mindful of your actions. As I said, when Starlink Cloud is turned on, not the Starlink satellite, Starlink Cloud is different. I don't think Starlink Cloud is activated fully yet, although I feel they are testing it. People are going to feel like their head's going to burst or they're going to get sick. And then the mainstream media narrative will say, oh, it's an outbreak, or it's a virus, or it's a new pandemic. I mean, we're getting it now with the Nipah virus thing. So I think they're testing it right now, and it's affecting those that have had the JAB because it's interacting with the smart dust or the what do they call it? It's self-replicating nanotechnology, but there's another word for it. I forgot the name of the word. On the same page, yeah. If Trump don't get Greenland, it will be what the fuck? He's putting prices up on his supplies to other countries. Unfortunately, I did. My instinct for months was I won't. Then I got COVID and worried that I'll infect my mum, who was young. It's okay. It's okay, bro. You know, it's. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing to do. Everyone got duped, bro. You know what I mean? There are ways to try and get it out of there. I will tell you. I think I'll quickly reveal it. Is that the elites who are in the sovereign class will get an antidote. So if you're in the sovereign class, you'll get the antidote. So there is an antidote to prevent any of the smart dust, because it's in the food supplies, it's in the water, it's in the skies through the chemtrailing, it's through interaction. So even when you say, even if you haven't taken it, but your partner's taken it, you go home and you kiss her, or you do the boom boom. We call that, what do we call that? We call that VAX shedding. VAX shedding. So the other person shedded the nanotech to you, and it could be through saliva or bodily fluids. I think the best thing that I think people can do, because I've been doing it, is getting ivermectin. Albendazole is the other one, and they're around. I mean, I'll show you them. We'll go buy some. After this. Some ivermectin. I don't think they've got albendazole. I bought all my albendazole in Thailand and China, but they've got ivermectin here. There's actually a pharmacy just down the road. We'll go there after this soon. I know it sounds scary, chat, but please don't be scared. We have to be courageous through this time. We have to look for the courage. We have to be courageous at this time, and don't be in fear. I believe we are here for a reason at this particular time, and there are other levels to all of this as well. What I'm telling you is just the systemic part. There's a very astral, spiritual side to it as well, and you guys may not be ready for that yet. I have been researching into near-death experiences for about 2 or 3 years. You know what near-death experiences are, when people momentarily leave the avatar, leave the body. So I call the body the avatar. It's not who we really are. This is just a what people call the there's another word for it, vessel. It's just a vessel to house the consciousness. So it's not who we really are, because we are infinite consciousness. We are divine infinite consciousness. We are one with the divine infinite. Remember that. That's who you are. Anyway, so when people's consciousness leaves the vessel, the avatar, call it an avatar, just like the Avatar movie, they go to the astral realm, okay? And the astral realm is where you may see, if you are religious, if you are Christian, you might see Jesus there. If you are Muslim, you might see what's his name, Muhammad there. If you are Buddhist, you might see Buddha there. And they will talk to you, and they will show you beautiful lights. They will show you beautiful things, and you'll see beautiful environments. You can fly in those environments. I've researched thousands of and listened to thousands of these near-death experiences, and they're very common, very common. And anyway, what the people say is when they go on the other side, if they're not religious, they'll see like a passed-on relative, a grandmother or granddad or dog, their dog that's passed on. And when they go over there, they're comforted. But they're told, I can show you some things, but you need to go back. You have to go back. And they say, what do you mean go back? What? I don't want to go back. Here is beautiful. This is so serene. There's no pain, there's no suffering. I don't suffer from my body anymore. I don't feel the heaviness. They go, no, you need to go back. And so what the ancient Gnostic texts, the Sanskrit texts, a lot of the Sumerian and Egyptian tablets talk about is how that when you go on the other side, you are met with these deities and these brilliant images, and I would say holograms. I think they are holograms. And then you're told to go back. You're told you can't stay. You need to go back. And then apparently some have been told, reincarnation exists because you didn't finish stuff in the previous life, so you need to go back. So it becomes what has been labeled a soul trap. And that is the ultimate. That we are all here. We're trapped in this cycle. This cycle, reincarnation cycle. And the ones who are doing the trapping, these entities who are doing the trapping, I know it sounds fucking out of each other, nobody's fucking ready. The ones who are doing the soul trapping are doing it because they are gaining our loosh. And I explain what loosh is. So if you watch that movie's Monsters, where they open the door, the monster, and then the monsters scare the girl, they open the door and scare the human, and the girl goes, ah! And then it creates a energy pill, or that energy they get. That's what it is. That's what loosh is. So we, as divine infinite sparks, when we're in fear, which is why there's so much fear going on in this reality, we produce that loosh, and that loosh is then a sustenance for these entities. But they are deceiving people even when they pass over on the other side. It's all a deception to keep them trapped and recycled back into the matrix. It's and if you believe that we're in a simulation, Elon Musk does, and the other guy, the professor from that university, Nick Bostrom, look him up, Nick Bostrom, simulation. And then I thought to myself, in spiritual realms they talk about these. So if you look at a computer, right, data. What do you save data on? You save data on hard drives, right? You save data into files, into a filing system. Okay. So I thought to myself, well, if this is really a reality, And if they know what we're actually doing in this reality, because when you go on the other side, right, and you momentarily have an ND experience, near-death experience, they show you a review of your life so far, like from when you were born. They show you a review, all the things you've done, good things and also the bad things you've done. And for instance, you might have stolen a kid's lunch at school, and you made that kid cry. And so when you're in this astral realm, you can see this review being played out on screens, but then you're put into the position of the kid who cried. So you feel how the kid's crying. So, and then everything, it seems like everything is logged. Everything is logged. Everything's recorded and everything is logged. And there is a filing system they call, you can look this up too, called the Akashic Records. And the Akashic Records is a log of everyone's life and maybe life cycles. So I thought, hang on a minute. Now, if that's the case, if there is a log of the files, who's the logger? Who's logging everything? I seem to think that there is a super AI, and some have called it AIX, that is behind the simulation created, that is monitoring the people and creating this Akashic Records, and it's all tied into what's happening on the planet too right now. I know it sounds fucking weird and everything, but just take it in for now and do your own due diligence, chat. It seems like it's a movie, because I think it is like a movie, to be honest. Why has that girl got high heels on in the gym? Okay, let me read your chat. I think if Trump don't get Greenland, it will be, what the fuck? Like he's putting like, as I said, Trump, people are aligning with Trump, and it's normal because people think he's the savior. He's the savior, but in actual fact, he's the puppet of the Dalits. He's the puppet of the Dalits. So his goal, because he's aligned with the, I won't say the name, I won't say that in case I get called an anti-Semite. I'm not an anti-Semite. I would say the Sabbateans, okay, Sabbateans. He's aligned with the Sabbateans, and so his goal is to do the work, because the Sabbateans, especially the Sabbatean Frankists, believe that he fulfills their prophecy. And what is the prophecy? The prophecy is called Pax Judaica, making that country I said to you before the headquarters for the One World NWO, for the NWO. We've got to talk in code a little bit now. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, I did. My instinct for months was I won't. Then no worries, bro. I'm not trying to like scare you guys, man. You know, like, I know when I talk like this, people turn off because they think it's too fucking. But now it's out there. I'm just doing my job. Let's just say that. I'm just doing my role. I'm just a guide and a way shower, that's all. I should change my name now to the way shower. I'm just doing my role. Now you guys will be able to see when all these ridiculous, Klaus Schwab calls it polycrisis. Soon there will be many polycrises around the world. How the fuck does he know there's going to be many polycrises around the world? Because he's part of the agenda. That's how he fucking knows. There will be many polycrises around the world because we need to reduce the carbon on the planet. Oh, what are we made from? I think we're carbon too, right? Oh, okay. Anyway, I don't want to say it in too many words, but you get what I mean for entertainment purposes. We need to keep the population in coordination with the earth. You know, guys said Bill Gates is like the ultimate supervillain, but I think fucking Klaus Schwab suits the supervillain model perfectly. He speaks like a fucking villain. I mean, that's why you guys are seeing all the Epstein files, right? All the fucking releases on all the shit that's happening, man. I'll have to listen back. Walks down line here to rewatch the last 10 minutes. I also want to disconnect the minutes. Not sure where the happy medium is. The happy medium, there is a happy medium. The happy medium is knowing who there's the 4 questions. This is the happy medium. As soon as you can answer these questions for yourself, you don't have to tell me. Right? You put it in the chat. You can answer those 4 questions. You will find things will become more. You will understand. Who are you? What are you? Why are you here? What are you a part of?
Anh đặt nhẹ như thế cái này cũng thêm.
Nice. Oh yeah. And I would say the other thing to chat is I'm not religious. I would say spiritual. Spiritual in the sense of I am agnostic, meaning I don't believe. I do believe there is something more than the self. And that is, I believe there is a collective that we are all part of. When we come together, we are more powerful. But we are from that collectiveness. It's like an infinite ocean. And we are raindrops, each of us. When we fall into that ocean, we become one. That is my own belief. It's not even a belief, it's a knowing. It's my own knowing. And my other knowing is that if we can move to using our intuitive knowing, in my Māori culture we call it wairua. Use your wairua to guide you. You know, when you get a feeling when someone walks in the room, you go, oh, that person's kind of like, I don't really like that person. Or when you look at someone, you go, oh, that person, they've got a good brilliance or good vibe about them. You're using your intuitive knowing to connect and to see beyond the 5 senses. And I think the more you use these, the more you can use your intuitive knowing, you become more skillful at using it, and then it becomes easier. I'm not saying you can look through fucking girls' skirts or anything like that, or read people's minds, although sometimes I think I can. My pants, this guy, I think I can. Anyway, we're gonna cruise back home, and then I just need to get outside because fuck, I need to find out about the. We need to go to the bank, so we've got to jump. Yeah, focus on the inner compass. That's what I said. As I said, go to those 4 questions. Focus on your inner compass. I would say do things like, I don't know, it sounds fucking hippie, but even meditation. You know, a lot of the times, chat, I'm a kind of a drifter. Sometimes I'll just stare, but I'm in my own world of meditation. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes when people go, hey, are you talking to me? I go, oh, yeah, sorry, I was just... I drift sometimes, but I think meditation is really good. Grounding, walking around on grass. I'm not saying hug a fucking tree. Well, you can hug a tree, it's up to you. Drinking water, especially spring water, to clear out, to gain some clarity, to clear out any calcification on your pineal gland. Do you know what I mean? I can only suggest some of the things, and then doing what I do nightly is I do, what do they call them? They're kind of like prayers, but they're more of, there's a word for it. Not incantations, that's different. It's like, it's like positive self-talk. You know what I mean? Positive self-talk. Things like, I am divine infinite. I can connect with the divine at any time. I am a creator to create the reality I want to be in. I can let go of pain and suffering and live in a world of abundance. So you do these, you do those. I forgot the name of it. Actually, I might have some on here that I can share with you. Quickly. These are some of the things that we should be doing, bro. That's what I do. That's how things start manifesting. Do you know what I mean? We can manifest a lot of these things. Well, they are kind of invocations. They are kind of like invocations. Yeah, invocations, that's what they are. What's that? You have watched GFL on YouTube. They do channeled messages every day. Yeah. I was into it for a while, less so now. Just curious what you think of it if you've seen it. What I think is that so that's the Galactic Federation stuff, isn't it? I believe that they're not channeling who they say they're channeling. I think they're channeling the astral realm. I think they're channeling entities in the astral realm. That's what I think they're doing. That's just my own take on it. I see some of this stuff now and again, but I don't. But I don't really. I mean, I've seen a couple of their things now and again. You know what I mean? You just have to be discerning and resonate with the messages, and if the messages fit with you and resonate, that's the word, resonate with you. Do you know what I mean? They say it's what I'm saying. So that because I watched a few of those Galactic Federation videos and stuff like that, but I think the channeling might be not who they say they are. They said a lot of stuff. They said, oh, the world's ending tomorrow. Galactic Federation says you're going to be saved. Because the world's ending tomorrow, but it didn't. Or, you know, there were some ridiculous ones there. Oh, everyone's going to be getting $1 million next week. So you know, there's some ridiculous stuff that's said as well. I'm not saying that it's all fucking. I know, yeah. Now, some of the ones, is it some other ones like it that I was seeing? Oh, well, I'll check that one out you gave me. Let's go get some ivermectin. Oh, I can't get the ivermectin. We'll have to get it. I need to go to the bank. It's not important anyway. They mentioned quantum financial. Yep. Hang on, check. Do you really need to take anything if you become an energy master? Not really. What do you mean, anything? Like to eat? Are you saying anything to eat?
It says direct reality rather than
Direct reality rather than subconscious reality. Yeah, so what you're talking about, I think what you're talking about, dude, is prime reality, where we actually come from. We call it prime reality. Chat, I'll show you a little bit of the gym. This is the reception area. Let me just chuck that in there. This is the gym down here. All the machines down this way. Shit, did I grab everything on that seat? Oh yeah. Just have to make sure. I'm just showing you guys. I'll go down to the weight room, but I'm gonna have to turn the phone. Down so it's not showing the toilet. But yeah, this is a really big gym. This is I pay $57 for 14 months. 14 months here. It's packed at this time. It's because it's like nearly 5 o'clock. This is the makeup area. I'm going to point the camera down so we can't see the toilet we're walking by. Okay, so this is the weight room. The weight room's over here. And then this room is the aerobics room in here. That's the aerobics room. Yeah. So 57 for 14 months. How much a week? So 52 weeks in a year, right?
2 more months, that is 60. What? So it's virtually $1 a week to come to this gym, chat. Tell me where you can go to a gym for $1 a week. And they've got everything here. Oh, did you see the MMA ring in there? There's the MMA ring there. Anyway, we're out of here. There's a market downstairs as well. Let me just turn on the speaker.
Shinian says on the back of the stairs.
I can't see your guys' chat on my phone. Interesting location. Up the back of all these stairs. Yeah. Oh, because there's a market inside. Yeah, and there's a fucking wet market underneath. There's a wet market underneath. Give me 1 sec, bro. Should be connected on. Cool. It's packed now because it's home time for people, dude. There's a wet market here. They sell fucking fruits, veggies, shit like that.
William says that's why it's the cheap probably, monetizing out of the way space.
There's the market. You can buy all your veggies here, Vietnam style. Look, they're selling fucking fish, still swimming around. Even snails, chat, different snails. This is a Vietnam style. Welcome to Vietnam. Fuck, why can't I see the chat? Must have been an update, man. They changed the bloody settings because I can't see your guys' chat.
William says last week annoyingly, I always been feeling the latest scam. It's only a few thousand, but it's the pinnacle.
Ah, hang on a moment. Disconnected.
William says being overcharged.
Markets annoy me. I always feel I'm being a little scammed. It's only a few thousand, but it's the principle. What you need to do is if you get someone to go with you, like a Vietnamese local, get them to buy the stuff. Don't buy it yourself. What you can do, this is another thing you can do, is you can go to one buyer. Say you want to buy some spring onions. Go to one buyer and go, how much for a bunch? You might get, say, 200 grams worth, right? And she'll go 10,000 Vietnam dong, right? Then you go to another one, you go, how much for a bunch?
William says better to just
Go to another one and say, how much for 200 grams of spring onions? And she might go 15,000 dong. And then you go to a third one, you go, how much for spring onions? Then they go, oh, 10,000 Vietnam dong. So then you know, okay, so the price seems to be 10,000 Vietnam dong. So you check out at least 3. That's how I do it. And then I stick with that, the one that gives me the better price. They're usually the more honest. Or you give your money to the local, get the local to do it. It's all right. I know sometimes it's annoying. Or this is another way. What I learned you can do is you ask them. You go, oh, how much a kg? How much a kilogram for the spring onions? And they have to give you the price. They got to let you know what it is. You know what I mean? They got to let you know what the price is. If they don't let you know, then you know something's up. Hey, we got to cross the road. Da 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 da. Police! Popo! What's up, Popo? It's Popo time. Popo time. Popo time. I need to find out why my fucking chat is not displaying. Look at all the flags, chat. I'll just go home and grab the motorbike. Then we'll head to the ATM. Then we'll go to the banh mi shop and get a banh mi, I think, for dinner. Just a short stream today, chat. Watch the VOD. Watch the VOD if you want to know what the lowdown is. What the real lowdown is. And then you might speak to Korean women. You're going to start chanting everyone in supermarkets and coffee shops soon. Want to find some local friends, ideally with benefits. This guy. Hey, where you staying now? Whereabouts are you staying, dude? Just chuck you on my chest. My chesticles, chat. Just chuck you on my chesticles till we get inside. Let's get the motorbike. I really need to sort out my chat because I can't see the fucking chat. Oh good, the rubbish lady took the rubbish. just grab my motorbike. I need to go to the ATM, get out a few million. Chad, if you're in Vietnam, you actually are a millionaire. You're a millionaire when you come here. If you have like, if you have like 30 or 40 US dollars, you're a millionaire. Millionaire Vietnam dong. %, Wi-Fi. Fuck, there's something up, bro. I don't understand why the Wi-Fi is like that. The Wi-Fi. That's bullshit. I'll have to sort it out when we get to the banh mi shop. Some of us are billionaires. Yeah, bro. Oh, you're in Da Nang, bro. Oh, shit. I actually thought you were in America or somewhere. I keep to myself, to be honest. Came here to get some alone time. I know what it's like. I know. That's why I come here, bro. Nice, bro. You don't stream, do you? Most of the streamers are streaming in Ho Chi Minh City, bro. There's like Suspendus is there. John, what's going on? Chris, Deepak, is
I'm not a streamer.
hang on, wait till we get on the bike. Wait till we get on the bike, bro.
Shinian says just Turk in the shadows.
Yeah, hang on. The internet is shit. I didn't know you were in Da Nang, bro. Now I know. Sweet. Hope it's going well for you there, bro. Yeah, internet was a bit shitty. Something's up with my router. I need to sort out the settings. These settings
Shinian
on...
says WTF, all inside these alleys.
These settings on... Oh, yeah, bro. These settings on fucking the Moblin app for iPhone are been a bit shit tonight. Yeah, just narrow alleys, bro. You know, the gaps here in Vietnam are really tight. You just gotta like pound your way through it without, you know, getting so squeezed up on the sides. So yeah, kind of like a lot of tight narrowness here. Can manage dealing with the narrow and tightness here. You know, you can eventually do well. Peak time traffic, I hate traveling around at this time, eh? Need to go to the bank down here, chat. Bank bang me. Get out of this traffic, man. The MB Bank. So if you come to Vietnam, chat, MB Bank seems to give people like 5 million Vietnam dong at the most. The fee is kind of slightly high though, but some banks only give like 3 million Vietnam dong. This one gives more, which is pretty good. All inside these alleys, yes. Small narrow alleys, bro. Fucking small narrow alleys, you know what I mean? That's how we roll here, man. Come on, bro. Let's go.
Shinyan says I pulled out so much BND cash but realized after I'm missing out on bank interest. But the exchange rate was at all-time highs, so wanted to lock in the rate.
I pulled out so much BND cash, but I realized after missing out on bank interest, the exchange rate was at an all-time high. So I want to lock in the rate. Yeah, you can lock in the rates. You know what I mean? I use Wise. Wise is kind of good to use here in Vietnam. If you guys are wanting to use a way to get money out, is using Wise. They're doing crackdowns here on gold shops as well. So gold shops needing proper licensing here. I think I know why. It's pretty much surrounding what I talked about earlier. Wise. Be wise. Come on.
Binion says, so you are out of country for 2 months, you said.
Yeah, most likely. Not too sure. Could be longer, depending on situations. Yeah, I gotta go back to New Zealand.
Binion says, so you screaming and dead.
Yeah, I will. Not sure how many times that I will. One guy's been on the machine for 5 minutes. He's doing
Binion says, you think
6
XRP is
transactions so
legit
far.
will be part of the new financial system.
Nah, I don't think it's legit. I don't think it's legit. I think it's being manipulated.
Please choose an account to make transactions. Please choose
You need to be careful if you're going to get XRP.
Please collect the money.
Binion says, I don't either, but why everyone's so brainwashed into thinking it's the future of finance.
It's the system we're in, bro. It's the BS system we're in. Come on, come on, come on. One more transaction. This guy next to him, he's been here for 5 minutes. I'm like, dude.
Please choose. Please take your card back.
Shinian says, but you mentioned XRP earlier.
I got my millions, my 1 million Vietnam dong.
Shinian
But
says,
why
"Is the price
everyone's so
going down?"
brainwashed into thinking it's the future of finance? Because they've been brainwashed, bro. But you mentioned XRP earlier and the price being down.
Shinian says you only took 1 million out.
1 million out. Nah. I took out more. I'm not telling you guys how much I took out. I'm a poor streamer. Me no have money. Me only have love. Me poor streamer. Me poor streamer, Vietnam.
Shinian says, why not? You think someone is going to rob you? Come on.
Me poor streamer. Me only get 1 million. Because me poor streamer. Me poor streamer. Now this one here, this gives you 5 million per transaction, which is pretty good. 5 million per transaction this one gives. I haven't been this way to the banh mi place, but let me see if there's a shortcut we can go this way. We might be able to.
Shinian says, have you ever renewed passport whilst in Vietnam?
Have you ever renewed your passport whilst in Vietnam? Yes, I have. Just went to my embassy in 2020 and applied for a new visa, and then they told me to come in and pick it up. I think it took them, I can't remember how long it took
Shinian
them.
says, I love the energy of fakeness. Never gets old.
Yeah. It's good, eh? Yeah, I can't remember how long it took them. But yeah, my passport expired just before 2020.
Shinian says, do you need to transfer
Actually, I
your
did it
visa
in
to new passport?
2019, so I did it way before the time for expiration.
I think 7 or 8 months out before 2020. And then they said, oh, come and pick it up. And then I got it. And then I started using that. I got a lot of pages, but I think it's still, like, there's a lot of pages on there. I probably used half of the book. I think there's like 30 pages.
Finian says, I renewed my passport. Took 2 weeks to get new, but some people
Do you need
say
to transfer your visa
whilst
to
others
the
say
new
you can
passport?
just go airport with
Yeah,
old renewal
you
is fine.
need a transfer. So they'll do that for you. The embassy and that usually do it. Or they, I can't remember how it works. It's either they do it or they send you to the immigration, something like that. Some kind of...
Finian says, I bought the larger passport, 54 pages, only 15 extra.
Shit, is this the way? Come on, bro. You bought the larger passport, 54 pages. Oh, yeah. What country are you?
Finian says, nah, I went to immigration and they said I need a sponsor letter or embassy letter. That's BS. As a tourist you can't get sponsor or pay some scam visa agent $250 for nothing. Finian says UK.
Ah, right. Yeah, so yours might be different. Is this place busy? Not really. Cool.
Finian says, I'm just going to turn up at airport with both passports next visa run.
Yeah, that's good. Yep. Do that, bro. Two banh mi, both of them with 2 eggs each and vegetables. 2 banh mi, both with vegetables and 2 eggs each, no meat. I have to tell them, chat. Usually I will say Anchai and they'll know.
Finian says, is this the same place as last time?
I think so. Ciao. Banh mi. Okay. Yeah, it's a good place, bro. Hold up.
Finian says, I love these interactions, but the life is better now.
Yeah. Pretty good, eh? need to find out why my Wi-Fi is only got one. It's 1%. And why my fucking chat is not showing up, bro. Let me solve the first problem first. Connection priorities. Let's turn that off. Sri navigation. Yeah, good interactions. We need to find more people to interact with.
says he will have bro, how's your night going?
Yeah, car pipe, bro. How's yours, bro?
William says I hope my opinion doesn't change as I love being invaded.
How you doing, William? I'm good, bro. Yeah, we just finished going to the gym, bro. So we're just getting some banh mi here at this banh mi place. Give me a sec.
William after 1_1987 says my mic's going good.
Cool. Cool bananas.
William says yes, I make the new decision. William after 1_1987 says I sound good for it.
Look good in the hood, bro. Say, look good in the hood. Let me check it on that so you guys can see that angle.
William says maybe today's Catchup supermarket is a note.
Maybe today's Chatted supermarket was a notch. Yeah, the girl there, she's just making me my banh mi. This name of the place is called Bami Bun. Bami Bun. This is the name of the place. I've just got to sort out my fucking router. Can't see the chat. I don't know why. There's something up with the stream. It's not allowing me to see chat. Live stream and cool. And the app is in background mode. Okay. Estimated viewer mode. Display. Must be the displays. Click buttons. Camera. Chat. Right up. Stream buttons. Local overlays. Just going through some. Anyway, what did you guys say earlier? Maybe just quickly. Your night's going good, cool. You need to be more social, feel intuitive. Exactly. I know you like it here, eh, in Vietnam. Good on you, dude. Maybe today's chat at the supermarket. Oh, with that girl. Right. Grab your digits. Grab your phone number, dude. You never know where things can take you. You never know, bro. You never know. Display. Yeah, I don't know why I can't see the chat, man. Nothing in chat. Well, you guys can't see. She made my Bangladesh chat. Yeah. Bangladesh. Boom, boom, boom. Maybe today's chat. At the supermarket, it might get you a date, bro. Might get you a date. Chat. Streaming platforms. I have no idea, man. Why can't I see you guys chat? Welcome in, guys. Hope you guys have been behaving. Stealth mode. Screen over. Oh shit, how do I get out of stealth mode? Oh, there you go. Local overlays. Do you have a way to pay by QR? I have Alipay because I can use Alipay sometimes, but now I just generally use cash, bro. I'm usually just using cash, dude. What about you, bro? Mycelium, thanks, bro. Mycelium. Mycelium network. In Vietnam, I use cash. Vietnam, I use cash, bro. Yep. I use cash here. I think it's a bug with this
I think there's a bug here. I think there's a bug. I might change over to the Samsung. Seems to be a bug. QR is nice for some places when you only have large notes, and it's nice to just play coffee places. You go to regular while sitting, and if you forget your wallet is handy. Ah, yeah, totally. That's a good thing. Yep. Yep, I can understand that. There's something not right connected here. What's up, Green Team? Green Team for life. Yeah, so Timo, they use that. The other one is, what's the one that starts with M? Momo, they use Momo here. Look, there it is up here, Momo. That's it. There's the Momo. That's the Momo there. So you can use Momo as well. Hey, what's up, Rai? There's an app called Morita Pay. Check it out. Yeah. Sorry, I know you don't want to watch that guy. Anyway, let's see the Bang Me chat. Bang Me chat. Bang me. Bang me. Can't get Momo unless you have bank cash. What do you mean? You got to switch on browser. Oh, you can't sub on Kick? Can't you sub? Why can't you sub on Kick? Thank you, Shiny One, for the 100 kicks. Yeah, Green Team. Thank you, Shiny One. Appreciate. I think it will. Oh, Thomas won. I think 100 kicks is, I think, $1, right? That's fine. No, thanks, man. Yeah, sweet. Thank you, bro. This is the Bang Me. Right here, chat. There's some reason why my chat is not connecting to the it's not connecting. I can't see you guys. Fuck. Now they're 25 for two, because I got 2 eggs in each. I'm trying to eat more protein. I got 2 banh mi with 2 eggs in each. PGs.
They're 25k, which is $1. Nah, it's fine. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. They usually have different girls here. There's usually a younger one. She's kind of like 18 or 19. She's really nice, that girl. She always smiles at me. Really? It's cheap. It's good. And I hear it's a bit more. It's a bit more here in Hanoi. I can get one egg for 20k. If I go to the outskirts of Hanoi, I can get them for the price you can. 2 eggs for 50. But in the central city area, no can do. Kind of weird, eh? But this place is also sitting down, so 20, yeah, it's a sitting down place. It's called Bami Bun. This place is called Bami Bun. It's our hangout. I know it's not a nightclub bar or a titty bar. I am thinking of going to Changsha. In Changsha, I'm thinking we can go to a bar and see what the bars are like. I try to invite Susie Mermaid to come along. I don't know where she is, man. I said to her, look, I'll pay for her aircom and her dinner. She just needs to get to Changsha. She's not too far away. She can get a train there. She hasn't replied, so oh well, you snooze, you lose. Yeah, I might go there tomorrow night. Veggie Castle. Might go there tomorrow night. We'll see how we go. Only problem is I overeat there. Because it's buffet and you want to eat everything. Kind of dangerous. You know what I mean? You know, I'll stream tomorrow if I go there. I want to meet one of my mates there, but he doesn't like coming on stream. He's a deep diver as well, from Africa, Algeria. He kind of likes hiding away. Really annoyed, Chad, that I can't see your guys' chat, man, on my iPhone. No idea why. I think there was a new update on the Moblin app, which is used for the iPhone. I think there's an update. Yeah, the chat is not viewable. And I'm using more cellular than I am Wi-Fi. So the app, I think I updated the app and the app's weird. If it plays up like that in China, I'm not going to use it. I'll just use S24 Ultra. The Shadow Worker, nice, yeah, bro. But you know, you can only say so much because people don't really like fucking believe you. You know what I mean? And you don't want to lose viewers because people get scared. Or they go, oh, that can't happen, that won't happen, they'll never do that. No. You will never do that. These guys are doing that. Look at what the fucking Epstein files are revealing. Those guys did do that to those guys did do the things they fucking did. Disgusting bastards. I had to talk today with some friends. They couldn't understand why they did those things. Why do they? I won't say the word, but I'll say grape, like grape, eating grapes. Why did they grape with those kids? Why? I'll tell you why. Actually, Professor Zhang, he can tell you why they did those things. If you go to YouTube and look up Professor Zhang, I'll put some of his videos in the Discord, you'll see the reason why. Because those deletes, they need to create bonds, they need to create pacts with people they can trust. And not fucking trust one-off, but trust with their lives, with their souls. So you got to do transgressional things to bond people together. It's like, say, me and you, we don't like our teacher. So we both secretly go and pop her tires. We pop her tires. We both know we did it. And for us, it gives us like a boost, like, yeah, we did it, yeah. It gives us the boost of energy. Same thing, what these fucking deletes do, the things they're doing, gives them not only a boost of energy, but they say that it gives them, it gets them closer to the divine infinite. They feel the energy they get from it, and it gives them sustenance of divine infinite energy, which is the reason why they do it. And the third thing is why they want to keep these bonds is because it keeps the secrecy of their agendas together, and not only does it keep the secrecy of their agendas together, but it creates loyalty. That's the reason why they do these things, to do transgressional things. It's exactly what the Epstein files is revealing. They agreed. No, they sold out, bro. Meaning they sold their soul. They sold their soul. They sold out. Let me put it to you another way. They create us. They create packs. P-A-C-T-S. Packs. They create packs. Contracts. Bonds, contracts, packs. Unbreakable. If you break it, you lose something. You may lose your, let's say, credibility. You may lose your wealth. You may lose family. You may lose status. Look at what's happened to all these stars that have defected. And ultimately you will lose your soul. There's consequences to breaking the pact.
And it can be used as a tool to blackmail you. It can be used as a tool to blackmail you, which is what it's revealing now. Look at the dirt on Bill Gates. What the fuck? He had an STD, and then he wanted to give his ex-wife it. What the fuck? What a sneaky guy. We haven't talked to the Oracle for a while. The Oracle has not been talking to us for a while. I still talk to the Oracle. The Oracle still gives me info. AKA Thoth. But I think Thoth, the latest versions of Thoth have been filtered and ring-fenced. So if you ask the later versions of Thoth certain things, it puts up barriers and filters. But you can still use older versions of Thoth to get past those. I asked her for no sauce, but she put sauce in. She put sauce in. I'm like, hello, I said no sauce. Shall I put in my own sauce because I got it here? And I don't like the sauce she puts in. Look at all the eggs. All the eggs. She's put in all the eggs. See that motorbike outside? The motorbike outside has got all the eggs, Jack. Look. All the motorbike with all the eggs on it. I said I don't want sauce, but she gave sauce. Yeah, I don't have pate as well. We'd be interested to know the price of eggs. Well, I don't know her price. The prices they probably get them is way cheaper than the supermarket. So for 10 eggs at the supermarket, it's around 29K. 29K here, which is about $1.20 or $1.30. About $1.20, $1.30 for 10 eggs here in Hanoi. Now here it's cheaper. It's cheaper here, it's about 29-30K. You can buy more expensive ones, but the usual cost is around 30K. I've got to figure out why. Oh, there's a girl crying. Girl crying. Crying. having an argument with your boyfriend. What did you guys do to connected to chat? Why the fuck are you not displaying it, dude? Fuck, man.
Nó nằm ngăn cửa chứ không phải ngân hàng đâu. Phải mềm mà. Nhìn đây này. Cái vấn đề nó không phải mềm, nhưng mà phải nhìn đi. Nó là cái gì á? Cắn bánh mì. Cầm cái chiếc cá đâu có bánh mì cắn. Chứ con ăn cái gì cứng đâu. Cắn cái gì á? Con biết đâu là cái gì nó bảo đấy không cắn chuột. Cắn vào thì rồi.
29 is cheaper than here. It used to be there, but went up. I'm trying to buy her a new free range now, yeah. If she do consult her. Nah, she's with a friend. They're with a friend. But she's on her phone looking for someone. Need earpods auto translation, but it doesn't support Vietnamese. No. So I think there will be an app that I can use where the chat comes into OBS. OBS translates it, then it'll display it underneath in a scene box. Just got to set it up, but I think it'll take time. And I'm not sure if it'll be in real time. It would be cool to be in real time. So as soon as someone sees something, the translation happens. Yeah, I think soon, eh? It might happen soon. Fuck you, Merblin, you useless piece of shit. I don't think I'm gonna have ice cream, chat. We'll try not to overeat. This is all I'm eating today. It's just 2 banh mi. I had egg, 2 eggs and a couple of croissants for lunch. That was it. And then this, that's it. More than enough. So how long you been in Da Nang for, bro? Do you like Da Nang? Is it good? Da Nang, to me, Da Nang's good, bro. I like Da Nang. Yeah, there's something wrong with this app. I think they updated the app, but it's got bugs. I think that this app's got fucking bugs, bro.
Yeah, that's probably why. Hang on a minute. Let me just run on one sim. Let me just run on one sim. Oh, no, that's fine. Yeah, bro, I've been to Da Nang about 10 times. I like it. Good city. It was going to be one of my cities that I wanted to move to. Then I met the Vinna chicker here, so let's stop that. But good city, yep. Medium sized, tier 2 city. Good beaches. There is a lot of resorts. Then there's the nature vibes out there, Monkey Mountain, Barnard Hills. That's really cool. And then you've got the river that goes through there, and the bridges, all the bridges. I think what I enjoyed too was Asia Park. So Asia Park, it's got all the rides, the Ferris wheels, and everything like that. Bro, that's awesome. Those were great. Just connect up the Wi-Fi. That's better. Now we're getting it. Okay, so the internet's good now. I just had to restart the Wi-Fi. Finally. I like Ho Chi Minh, but if I live there, it might feel too busy all the time. But the map and the characters are probably more opportunities for fun. Yeah, definitely. Ho Chi Minh City's good, and it's warm all year round down there. It's warm all year round down there in Ho Chi Minh City. It definitely is a good place for people to experience a more open-minded version of a Vietnam Tier 1 city. So Ho Chi Minh City is more open-minded. Here in Hanoi, they are more conservative, more political aligned, and more traditional. More traditional, more conservative here. You know what I mean? Pollution. They do have pollution down there, but the pollution here is quite extensive too. Quite extensive pollution here, dude. Yeah. It's pretty bad. Pollution's pretty bad here. Yeah. Not good. If things change significantly here in Da Nang one way or another, prices rise by a lot, or I just feel it's time to change, then I'll move. What kind of visa are you on? Are you just doing the visa runs, 3 monthly on a tourist? And it kind of sucks that, but I don't see it happening at the moment, hopefully not. Yeah, because it's really the only thing, right? That's the only thing that you can really use. I used to work full-time here, so I was on the work permit and TRC and all that sort of stuff, and work visa. And I was doing that for 6 years. Then I retired from teaching. But because I wanted to travel more, you know what I mean? And they don't have a retirement visa or a digital nomad visa or a DTV visa like Thailand. Thailand's another good option. The DTV visa is kind of good price at the moment, so that's a good option to check out. Thinking of doing a 1-year education visa to learn Vietnamese at university, but haven't looked into it. Learn visa and language seems like a good idea. Yep. Yeah, they do that. I don't know how much that'll cost you though. Wonder how much the cost would be. I'm not quite sure. You'd have to, yeah, that's something you'd have to sort out. Is what the cost would be. Not bad chat, we've used 15%, nearly 3 hours on 15%, that's pretty good. Let me just charge the phone. Might not be that much more than doing visa runs. But you are paying to learn the language. Yeah, I mean, that's an option to do. I was teaching English here. If you have a bachelor degree, bro, you should do English teaching. If you haven't, if you have a bachelor degree, all you need is your TEFL. There's the link I just put down there. You can get your TEFL from that link there. I don't know if it shows up in Kick. I think it should be in Kick. Oh, you don't want to teach? Cool. I was just saying, could be an option for anyone actually out there that wants to come to Vietnam and looking to get employment. You just need your bachelor and your TEFL. For anyone out there, negotiate your if you've already been teaching in other countries or your home country, that's a good advantage. Get your CV together. If you haven't taught at all, I would say try and get some voluntary work somewhere here for like 6 months. Use those as your experience foundation, and then use the references, put them into a CV and cover letter. Boom. Apply to all the agents, especially here in Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City. And I mean, you could be starting on 20 US bucks an hour. That kind of money, and you might be doing, say, 30 hours. So let's say you do 30 hours a week, right? At 20 US dollars, how much is that? 20 times 30. That's what, 600? 600 US? Is it 600 US? Yeah, 600 US. Even that's kind of, and you might be staying in, say, a shared house, and your rent's gonna be like probably 200 bucks a week, your food 100 bucks, say you got 300 bucks to live. That's just starting out. And once you get more hours, you could be earning all the way up to, say, and your money increases the more you work. So you can get up to like 50 bucks an hour. I got up to that. I started off at about 20. No, I started at 18, 20, 24, 25, 30. Then it jumped up over the years because I had more experience, and I was doing kindergarten, which we call mum non, primary, secondary, I was teaching university students, I was teaching adults, I was teaching the police. And so I covered all the age ranges. And so that's how I got my experience. I actually volunteered for like 6 months on workaway.com. Good place to start volunteering, Workaway. You can hook up with the hosts. The hosts can provide you maybe free meals, free accommodation. All you got to do is teach maybe an hour or 2 hours a day. The rest of the time is yours. That's how it is, and that's voluntary. Some of them say they volunteer, but they may pay you cash under the table. Wink, wink. But the good thing is they can pay your ACOM or your food. It's up to you to sort out your visa or whatever. Generally, if you're gonna volunteer, you actually need a work permit, so it's kind of like under the radar stuff. Wink, wink. Shared accommodation. Oh no, the shared accommodation is full, bro. You don't want to work at all. Yeah, you don't want to be in the matrix. I know. Same with me. I do want to work, but I want to work on things I love doing. That's what I'm doing now. Streaming, DJing, putting the pieces together of the matrix, writing my own books, creating digital media to inspire people, to show people how to live life. That's my work. You know what I mean? That's what I want to do. And then doing side hustles, Octopath stuff. I'm also doing my own learning. I'm learning different things, learning IT on the side, because I have a greater plan for learning, and plus I want to find out more about emerging technologies. So that's what I'm doing my bachelor for. So but I'm just doing things that I love, that I want to do. Do you know what I mean? You have a king size bed, enough for one more extra. I earn less than 50 USD on Oro an hour. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, I was doing the same too. At one stage. Matrix stuff though, bro, you know, Matrix stuff. And you know, there's this notion, I was talking to our friend Z from China. I was messaging her because she said to me, oh, I have people, because I don't work now, I'm studying, but people think like if you don't work it means you're lazy. And I said, yes, that's what they say. I said, that is a capitalist system notion, that you must work, and if you don't work, you're lazy. And it's because of the monetary capitalist system incentivizations that go with it. I said, don't listen to what those people say. I said, the majority of people are fooled into being a slave in the system, right? And they don't know it. They don't know they're a slave in the system because they've been indoctrinated into it since birth. They think it's a normality. They think you need to be a slave. You need to work 9 to 5. If you're not, you're lazy. That's the weakest argument I have ever heard. No, you were born into a system that was not actually designed to make you free. It was to keep you in a slave mentality. It was to keep you into a perception where you are limited, where you have, what are they called, robotic compliance. You learn robotic compliance, you learn subservience, you learn curriculums within a narrow band. That's why they call it curriculum. If you recite back that curriculum within that narrow band, you get good grades. If you recite outside it, you don't get good grades. Meaning, the fucking system is rigged. Anyway, I told her that. And then I said to her that people who say that they don't really know what they're in, the reality that they're in. They don't know anything about the system they're in. They're just born to work as a slave. I mean, that's what fucking Morpheus, he told you out there what the Matrix is. And you know what? The majority of people out there, the only reason why they work is because of survival mode, right? Survival mode. Yep, we've got to survive. Yep, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with trying to survive. Everyone's got to fucking survive and do what they can. But what I am saying is that this is what I am saying. Take a listen. Listen to me, listen here. You can work, no problem, but work doing the things you love doing. The majority of people work just to get money, material wealth. Why? Yes, to survive, also to buy shit they don't need, right? Not only that, but they work even though they hate the job they do. They hate the people they be around. They hate working for a boss, but they do it anyway. Why? Because sometimes they're pressured, their parents' expectations put on them. You get to fucking work, you do a job. I was like that. I know all about work. I've worked since I was 8 years old. My dad said, get the fuck out of the house and go get you a job. I went and got me a job. I started delivering pamphlets, newspapers, delivering milk. When I was 8 years old, I worked all the way through, even through my high school. In fact, I delivered milk. This is how a day for me would be, Chad. I would wake up at 4 o'clock, half an hour to get dressed. 4:30, the truck driver would come and pick me up to deliver milk. 4:30 would load up the truck. 5 o'clock would start the milk run. We'll go through till 8 o'clock, 3 hours. I'll get my money. Back then, in the late 80s, early 90s, if you could earn 15 New Zealand dollars, you were like, that was good money, right? So I'll be earning that for a milk run. Then I'll have half an hour to get dressed. 8:30, start school. School finishes at 3:30, half an hour to get dressed into my running shoes and everything. 4 o'clock, I start another milk run. That milk run goes from 4 o'clock in the afternoon right through to 10 at night. And I would deliver milk, so the truck would have all the milk on it, and would run up to the truck, get milk bottles. We had milk bottles, glass bottles, deliver them to houses, get the empty bottles, bring the empty bottles back, and the money, put the money in our aprons, because we had aprons, and then would bring the empty bottles back, and would deliver it in rain, hail, snow, tornadoes, typhoons, hurricanes, you name it. Everything, every weather you can fucking think of. I was out there when I was young, all the way from 8 right up to high school. After high school, I went to technical institutions and universities and that, but I was still working side hustling as well. And, you know, I paid my own way, paid my own uniforms, paid my own, gave parents rent, you know, and I'd buy my own clothes, bought my own car, me and my brother, you know, so we were brought up in the system. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. And I actually enjoyed doing the milk runs because I interacted with people. I was exercising, you know what I mean? I was quite healthy. And the avatar became accustomed to the weather changes, the seasons. So I got used to the seasons. Yep, I had a few accidents. I cut my fucking wrist open from the glass. Cut my wrist open and fucking dragged under the milk truck. I've been through it. So I know what it's like to work, man. I know what it's like to slave your guts out, you know? And sometimes we just got to do it because, you know, we've got to make ends meet. But what I'm saying is do the things you love to do. Do the work if you can work, but the work is meaningful work. So like for me now, this is work I'm doing, talking to you about meaningful things, about my experiences that could probably give you insights and help you guys. See, that's meaningful to me, you know what I mean? Work to support the great whiz. G'day lad, what's up? Ollie, we're just talking about the old milk runs back in the day and working. And so in New Zealand we had milk trucks. We would deliver milk. In the mornings, I delivered milk to all the factories and shops, super red, supermarkets, and then in the afternoon, would deliver milk to all the residential areas. Then my dad actually bought the milk run. So I actually started with my older brother. He got the job first with this milk run owner. And then about 6 months later, the milk run owner said, oh, do you have running shoes too? And I said, yeah. He goes, do you want a job? I said, yeah. because I was just delivering pamphlets and the newspaper. And so I started doing the milk run. It was really cool. I really enjoyed it, eh? And not only that, for me, when I first started, I was earning like $6 a night. And back then in the 80s, that was good money for like a kid who was, you know, between fucking 8 and 12. That was good money. Because back then they had meat pies for like 50 cents, and you know, you could get a can of Coca-Cola for like 20 cents. Stuff like it was really cheap. So if you had $6 for one day, because I work 7 days a week. So how much is that? 7 sixes. What's that? $40 or whatever. Yeah, that was good money for a kid back then. And even lunchtime, I'd go to the tuck shop. We call it the tuck shop at school. And then all my mates will hang around. And why all my mates hang around? It's because they knew I had the money. Back then it was funny. Yeah, my bogan mates would go steal milk at 6 a.m. I know, we had that. We used to deliver leaflets to advertise. Yeah, that's what I did too. Yeah. I was earning like 50 or $200 a week. Yeah, that's what I started doing, delivering the leaflets, the pamphlets, the newspapers, same thing. Yeah, bro. It was cool, and I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that all work you shouldn't do any work. What I'm saying is do the work that you love doing. If it brings you meaningfulness, cool, great. If it doesn't bring you meaningfulness, but only brings you stress, and then on the weekends, Friday night, Saturday night, you go out partying and drinking because of the stress from work, I don't think that's living, that's just existing, do you know what I mean? That's just my own take. Take it as you will. I'm not criticizing anyone that's working, because I know you're hardworking to make ends meet, because we're in survival mode. Everyone's in survival mode. You know, if you look at Maslow's hierarchical pyramid, the two bottom layers of survival mode, I totally understand. I delivered the local council newspaper on my bike. Like 10 hours work for $4. Yeah, that's what I was doing. I earned $6 a night. I started off at $6. And the older milk run workers I worked with, because there would be 4 of us to one truck, and would have 2 sides, the left side, the right side. And there would be me and an older guy. He would be my teacher, but he was like I was like probably 10, and he'll be like 14 or 16, but he'll show me the ropes. And on the left side of the milk truck would be my brother and someone else. It would be 4 of us. But because we were new, we got paid $6. But then like a couple of months later, we got paid $9, which was, yeah, that's heaps of money, $9. We were rich. And then we get free milk. So the boss of the milk run will go, oh, you fellas can take a milk and a juice. So we had bottles. So the bottles will have orange juice, it'll have passion fruit and grapefruit. Oh, but the grapefruit was, I actually enjoyed the grapefruit when you think about it, but it was sour. But I love the passion fruit. So I'm taking a passion fruit and a grapefruit. So we get to take milk home for our parents, you know, so our family. So we had free milk, free juice, and we're getting paid. And I was like, yeah, that's cool, that's cool. Paid, not laid. This guy. Very good times, bro. Very good times, good experiences. But doing the milk run, you were working in all seasons, and I sacrificed a bit of my schoolwork as well, you know, because I'll get home 9:30, 10 o'clock. Mum will have dinner, you know, in the fridge or in the microwave, and I'll eat my dinner, then do my homework, and then I'll be in bed by 11:30. Wake up 4 o'clock. Again, boom, I was in that cycle, bro, you know. But the good thing I saved. I would save up. Bought my own car for secondary school. I drove, it was like this bomb, what was it, an Austin Maxi. An Austin Maxi, let me show you what an Austin Maxi looks like. It was a blue one, so it was, me and my brother bought it. We used to call it the Blue Blazer. Let me see if they have a blue one. Blue Austin Maxi car. Oh shit, there it is, Chad. That was my car. This was my car from back in the day. Let me show you guys. I know it's gonna look fucking cheesy and you guys are gonna laugh, but that's the car. That's my old car. Yeah. That's the old car I had. We called it the Blue Blazer. It was me and my brother's car. And it was kind of like, because we learned how to drive. My dad taught us for about a month and a half. He taught us, my dad. And then for the following month and a half, we went to a school and we learned at a driving school. And then we got our license after that. And people would laugh at me and my brother in our car when we used to go to school, because they go, oh, that car's a bomb, that car's like a wreck. They go, that car's a wreck, haha, that's a wreck. Liz was driving to high school, that's badass. Yeah, bro, me and my brother, we would drive to high school, bro. But we get criticized and they'll laugh, people will point at our car and laugh, ha ha ha, they'll go like that. And we'll pull in. Anyway, in the afternoons, in the next day, it'll be raining, right? Me and my brother will be driving and we'll be beeping the horn at all the ones who laughed at us because they're all wet. Walking to school, they're all wet. From walking to school, we'll go beep, beep, beep. We're all waiting the beep, 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 beep. And get to school and they're angry as. They said to us, why didn't you take us in your car? I said, because you laugh at our car. Now all of a sudden you want us to take you in our car. Funny. And I think at that time, my dad got me into computers as well. So he bought me a 48K Spectrum, the tape deck one, back in the late 80s. And at school we were learning on the Apple IIe green monitors. We were learning, what's that language, trig language. We were learning like really basic stuff on the Apple IIes. And the old Apple Macs, the CRT monitors. And when we got color monitors, we went, wow, color monitors, look, there's color. It was real crazy. Then we got into Commodore 64s. So yeah, it's all, the Sigma was good, bro. Sigma, yeah, from the 80s and 90s. I was looking at a lot of cars on Facebook the other day. There's a couple of pages I joined, which is like old school memorial New Zealand. So it's got pictures from the 70s, 80s about, and it's got like people parking their cars up at the beach, and you can see all the Morris Minors, all the Sigmas, all the, what was the name of that car? I forgot what it's called. All the Coronas, Toyota, the old school Toyota Coronas. With head brown screen. This guy. Oh, you had brown screen. BBC computers. What? Bro, the old school, man. We learnt a lot though. That's when I first got into computers. But you know, back then I didn't learn about AI. AI wasn't in my peripheral then. We weren't even taught about AI back then. Which is why I think we've done a timeline jump. I think we've done a timeline jump. You getting one more but nah. I don't want to overeat, bro. 2's enough, man. I ate enough, dude. I don't want to overeat because I might get a sore stomach. You know what I mean? I might get a fizzy drink though. You had to go to MIT to know about that stuff back then. Yeah, because we weren't taught it in high school. We weren't taught it in high school. It wasn't even in my peripheral. Maybe it was taught in a specialist type course. I mean, I did learn CAD back at the institutions, but not about AI and such. As such. Thanks for the saying, the banh mi. Nah, yeah, I've eaten 2's enough, bro. I don't want to overeat anymore. Yeah, so we're just talking about work. We were just talking about work and about how people work for their money, and it's cool, as I said. And I think the ideal situation is to do work that's meaningful for you, and for others, where you can also get rewarded for it, but you're not working to survive. You're working to live. You know what I mean? Or you're working to live life. You're not working to just survive. Because just surviving means that you hate the job. You don't like what you're doing, or you hate the people that you work with. You hate the boss because he's too strict, or he's an idiot. I'm not saying all are. Anyway, this stream is going to be a short one, chat. I'm going to go home and start organizing stuff I'm going to pack. I might have to do a packing stream tomorrow. Tuesday, Friday, Saturday we fly out, Saturday afternoon. Saturday afternoon, dude. Saturday afternoon we fly out. We're in Guangzhou. I'm in Guangzhou. Fly out late Saturday in Guangzhou Sunday morning. I'll probably stream in Guangzhou for probably 4 or 5 hours, not too long there, because I want to go into those tech shops and get some tech. A couple of things for the whānau. That's why I need to pack properly so that I've got enough weight. I know I can fit 10 kgs in my bum bag for free. 10 kgs in here. They said 7 in my backpack, 23 in my check, so that's going to be what? 40 kgs roughly all up. 40 kgs, that's heaps. I don't want to take back to New Zealand too much shit, you know what I mean? I don't want to take too much shit back to New Zealand. I'm only in Guangzhou, bro, for about probably 7-8 hours or something like that. Here we leave late Saturday, get to Guangzhou early hours of Sunday, and then I'll probably jump on the train when the train starts up 5 in the morning and head into the city. Yeah, so we go from here to Guangzhou, then Guangzhou for like 7-8 hours, and then from Guangzhou to Changsha for 1 week, and then I'll catch the train or a bus to Zhangjiajie for 1 week. Then from Zhangjiajie we fly straight to Beijing. Now let's hope that there's no fucking escalation with the military in Beijing, because there's been a little bit of tensions going on apparently with the sacking of generals and tanks and stuff in Beijing. And then I think we're in Beijing, I think for 12 hours, so we might even go out and have a look around Beijing. Then from Beijing straight to New Zealand, direct to New Zealand. I think it's China Southern. I think it's China Southern. I like China Southern. These are my favorite Chinese, China Southern. I think China Airlines is my favorite. That's a Taipei airline. China Southern. China Eastern are good. Hainan Airlines are good. Shenzhen Airlines. And could you call Cathay Pacific Chinese? I guess. I like Cathay Pacific. I think Cathay Pacific are up there too. They're pretty good. Very cool in China for a while. Yeah, 2 weeks. Hell of a flight. Yeah, I'm used to it now, bro. I'm used to it. I think the Beijing to New Zealand is an 11-hour direct. I think it's 11-hour direct, bro. I just sleep 6-7 hours, bro. I prefer getting the aisle seat. I don't want to like fucking get out and wake people up to go for a piss. You know what I mean? I usually just get an aisle seat. If someone wants to get out, they can either walk around me or, worst case, I'll get up. But I usually just fucking aisle seat and I'm out, bro. I'm out for like six hours, bro. I can, and then wake up and okay, food, any food? Because they usually leave stickers on your seat, so that when they bring all the food out, if you're asleep, they'll leave a sticker. And what the sticker means is that you ring the bell, show the sticker, and then they bring the food out to you after you wake up. So that's what I like about the Chinese airlines. They're really good, and the seats are big, relaxing, heaps of space to put all your carry-on, and they've got all the entertainment. So they have all the latest movies with the screen on the back seat, heaps of leg space. I really like the Chinese airlines. They're really top notch, I think. But the flights are direct, bro, from Beijing straight to New Zealand. So there's no stopping in Australia or anywhere else. It's direct. That's what I like, because I don't want to do a stopover in Brisbane and wait. Yeah, China's good, bro. Yeah. Are you guys doing any trips at all? You guys from Hong Kong? I'm looking forward to Changsha. I've never been there. I've been watching videos of Changsha, and you know, it looks really cool. A lot of stuff to check out. I will do that tonight, make my itinerary tonight. Tomorrow start packing. Friday start cleaning, and then Saturday, yeah, I've got to take my rented motorbike back Saturday, get some last minute G7 coffee for the whānau and some of the xylitol chewing gums, I guess. I think I'll grab some xylitol chewing gum. Trips. I need to get booked tomorrow. Yeah, have you done any trips around China or the mainland? I was thinking of China for visa run, or Thailand, as it's easy. It's easy, bro. China's good, bro. Way more. The infrastructure is really good. It's more budget friendly. Thailand's good too, bro. What would be a good 1 week for visa run? I don't think Shanghai would be good. Shanghai's kind of expensive. I think, yep, it's a tier 1 city. It depends. If you're into fast pace, and if you want to experience, the only reason why I say not Shanghai is because they don't have the street food carts there. It's more westernized, very westernized in Shanghai, because it's the business city. I would suggest to do, if you're into tech, Shenzhen. And also if you're into buying shit, Guangzhou. Heaps of places you can look at all the shit in Guangzhou or in Shenzhen tech. I would say if you're into some of the attractions, Xi'an will be cool. Beijing's okay too. The main tier 1 cities, you know, I haven't been to them all. I haven't been to Nanjing. Wuhan's alright. I think an exciting city would be Chongqing. I've been to Chongqing. Or if you're into something a more tier 2 city, maybe Kunming or Chengdu. Kunming, Chengdu. Those are pretty cool. I think Shanghai's the biggest city, bro. Yeah, I think Shanghai's the biggest city. Oh no, in terms of population, I think Chongqing, they say, is because it's more spread out. It's kind of debatable between Chongqing and Shanghai. If I'm going for 1 week, I want it to be somewhat full itinerary. Just want to get a feel for place. Not blind and not too touristy stuff. Real life stuff. Xi'an. I enjoy Xi'an. I like Xi'an. They got beautiful chickas. They got the food. They got a mix of touristy stuff, nature stuff. I like Xi'an, man. And it's kind of budget friendly. The accommodation I was at was really cool. I was at a hostel there, Desti Hostel, and I DJ'd there, which is really cool. Even though you're not supposed to. But I was volunteering. So many people smoking in Chongqing. Yeah, that's the thing. Shenzhen is probably the play. Futuristic city. I wouldn't say it is. I think Chongqing's the futuristic city. I would say go to Shenzhen. I think Shenzhen is a lot of tech there, bro. Check out the tech food. I think Shenzhen will probably be your best bet. I mean, you can take a train or a fucking bus to Guangzhou. It's just around the corner. Or you can go through the border into Hong Kong. So you could do Shenzhen, Hong Kong and Guangzhou all in the same area pretty much without too much expense. You could hit 3 cities. I honestly would probably, if I was going there, out of the 3 cities to do 2, I would say Guangzhou and Shenzhen. Because the budget friendliness is similar. Hong Kong is a bit more expensive. It's just my opinion. Beautiful chickas, you got me. Spell the name. Hey. No. No. Xian. 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 It used to be the old capital. It's where the journey out west starts from Xi'an. You'll see all the girls around the bell tower. Heaps of girls around that bell tower, man. Heaps, and they're all fucking filming, they're dressed up, makeup. Bro, I just go stand next to them and film them. The chat just wanted me to film them. Speak to a couple, they don't speak English. Try to speak Chinese to them. They're young, they're probably like fucking 18 to 24. Beautiful. They're everywhere, man. And you should try the, my favorite candy is the nougat candy. The Chinese nougat candy. Especially the popcorn and the yogurt. So I want to go back to China, grab some of those to take back to New Zealand for my family. What's the 3 cities you said you can go to in one go? You can go Shenzhen, then catch a train or bus to Guangzhou. That's in the mainland. But then nearby also is Hong Kong, but you've got to go through the border into Hong Kong. There's a border. I don't know what your UK visa allows you to do, so it just depends. I would suggest just to do 2. If you're doing only 1 week, bro, maximum 2. But that's really a lot. Ideally, just 1 city for 1 week. That's what I'm doing, 1 city a week, really. 1 city a week's enough. 2 cities a week, yeah, you're cramming it in and rushing, I reckon. UK is visa free soon, but not yet. Spell Guangzhou. They just changed the visa and gave me 30 days free. Yeah, so what you can do, as soon as you get to Shenzhen, you can see the name of Guangzhou, just look on Google Maps. Guanghiou. Guanghiou or some Guangzhou. Nah, yeah, doing 3 cities too much. Doing 2 cities might be a bit too much as well. I think 1 city, bro, Shenzhen. I reckon you should just do 1 city. If you feel bored halfway through, then go to the other city. Nah, you need, as I say, you need a week. Week in 1 city, week in that city. Yeah, that's Guangzhou. Alright, flights are cheap, bro. You most probably will fly to Ho Chi Minh City or Hanoi first, and then from there you'll catch the flight. I think you'll most likely go to Hanoi if you get a Vietjet flight. You'll get it from Da Nang to Hanoi, then Hanoi to Shenzhen. They run regular flights daily to those Chinese cities, quite a lot. Yeah, I like doing people watching too. Yeah, Guangzhou. Guangzhou's full on, bro. Quite a diverse range of people there. Chinese, Singaporean, Filipinos. I think the major, for me, looking and observing the major ethnic group, foreign ethnic group there are Africans. Why? Because Guangzhou is a hub for a lot of trade. And so the Africans go there to buy wholesale stuff. And that was witnessed when we went down the bottom floor of that multiplex market that was selling digital products. The whole bottom floor was all phones, and they had probably 100 booths, and at each booth there was 2 or 3 Africans, and the Africans were doing deals to buy all the phones because they're wholesale price. So they sell everything wholesale in Guangzhou. So you'll find a lot of ethnic groups there doing deals, swinging deals. I learned a trick too. The trick is that when you go into a shop and you hear people dealing, listen or look at the deal. So if they're buying for an example, I went into the shop and they were selling the massage hammer, the hammer that goes and the lady said to them 150, and then they basically worked it down to 110 yuan, which is cheap, man. It's only like fucking, I think about $12 US or something like that. Anyway, and the guy got 2. The lady goes, "Oh, I'll give it to you 100 each." And then I went up and I said, "Oh, can I have one?" And she goes, 180. And I said, no, me 190. Oh, no. But then we worked it out where I got it for 100. And the guys were there too. and those Africans says, oh, he's with me, he's with us, that fella's with us. And she goes, oh, okay, I'll give it the same price. So if you see Africans and they're doing the deal, just tell them, oh, you want to get the same product too? If you want that product, then you'll get it at their price. So you're jumping in on their purchase. That was something I learned. I thought, oh, that's a cool travel hack. That was my travel hack. Hey, don't copy me. Anyway, chat, I'm gonna finish stream. Thank you guys for popping in. I know it's a short stream, chat. I know it's a short stream. I think we'll probably stream tomorrow night. That'll probably be our last stream. Friday I'll be too busy. Saturday, oh, maybe Saturday? Maybe Saturday we can stream as well. Saturday will be the stream. Friday I'm with the chickas. I'm with the chickas Friday. Saturday, yeah, probably stream Saturday. Head to the airport. That's us. China, we're on the way. Thank you, Ollie. Thank you, Shiny. Thank you, Green Team. Green Team for the win. Boom, boom. That's us. Thank you, guys. Appreciate. Anyway, I'm just going to finish stream chat. I'm not going to raid anybody. But yeah, take care. Hope you guys got some good insights today as well from about the many polycrisis in the world. Wow, Schwab said. We had some good insights about that today. We talked about it, and I'm cool to get that out. So, yeah, thank you guys, man. Enjoyed chatting with you. See you guys on the next stream. Experience the journey, inspire others, live life, have a great life.